So this is part 2 of this sort of chit chat about assessment, for cabin crew, So anyway, so I have like looked over all the airlines in the world, sort of today, and I was doing it yesterday as well. And one thing that I found was that first and foremost, there is some airlines, they are demanding languages, So for example, some airlines, they will demand that you have to speak maybe French, maybe like uh, Germany. Uh, and for those who don't do that, obviously you're not gonna go and apply for those type of airlines. As well, there are some airlines demanding you to have like a citizenship or a permanent residence visa in some country. There's one airline which is huge in Australia, and they demand you to have a 6 months permit, like residential permanent visa for Australia in order to apply for it. And there are some other criteria, so you have to be very specific looking up the details for each and one of the airlines if you want to go into this, The airlines that I found that I'm able to apply for in the first case, because I only speak Swedish and I only speak English fluently, So I'm kind of restricted in that way. I really wish I was speaking Arabic and like Russian, because if you speak Arabic and Russian language, whoa, you should go into aviation, because you would make really good cabin crew, because you have a lot of passengers. If you're going to be based in the UAE or like Dubai or Abu Dhabi, you will have a lot of passengers speaking Arabic languages and speaking Russian languages. Even if you're working in Europe, a lot of people speaking Russian and Arabic, so that is a good thing, However, I don't speak that, unfortunately, so I have only the Swedish and the English, as my sort of go-to languages. And I looked at, so I have today made an application to an airline based in Abu Dhabi, an airline. I actually already have done an application to this, but it hasn't processed, like the airline itself, like the recruiters haven't processed the application, and that one is based in Qatar. And I really like Qatar as well. I would definitely want to go there. I could definitely see myself working for an airline there. And also the one in Abu Dhabi, I would love to work there, And obviously, I'm still not excluding this airline that I actually applied for. So I'm sort of, I'm still having a plan that I'm gonna try. It's my second try then, and I will not give more details on that because it's gonna come up, but I will give you the feedback maybe eventually afterwards. So there is, so those airlines I have applied for. There is another airline that is based in Bahrain, and that one I tried to make an application for today. However, their website, I wasn't able to use their website. There was something that didn't work to submit, but I have tried and contacted service, like the IT service department, and screenshotted the problem that I found was faced with. So tomorrow I will try and make an application again to that airline, and that one I would also really like to work for, So those are like the 3 companies that I am most interested to work for. And then I decided, okay, I'm gonna venture a little bit out of what I feel that I can see myself working for. I did look up the Singapore airline. However, Singapore airline only hire people who have citizenship or like residence visa from Singapore. And also, obviously, some interesting places to have flights to would probably be like Hong Kong and obviously Singapore, and these type of business hubs or like business areas and stuff. But I mean, most of the airlines that I have on my list of like that I really want to work for does fly to these locations. So let's see. One airline that I did apply for, and because I am citizen of Sweden, so there are some airlines that are based in Sweden. I did apply for some airline in Sweden, but because I am not